Hello everybody, how are you doing? We are back to ladybirds today. No more frogs, no more tadpoles, not this week. We are back to ladybirds, and it's very exciting today because you get to see the final stage of the ladybird life cycle. Something really exciting happened in the ladybird house, and I've got some wonderful video for you to see and some wonderful still photographs nice and close up of real life ladybirds, because yes, our ladybird larvae changed into those pupa cocoons, into those light cocoons, and then very exciting video which you will see very soon. We got to this stage where the ladybird came out of the pupa looking absolutely bright yellow, just like this one. And it happened, children, right in front of my eyes, and I will let you see that video very soon because it's so exciting. Okay, so on to today. I'm not going to talk for long, and I'm actually not going to give you lots to do, because I know mums and dads and children, you have been working so hard at home on all kinds of different work, not just set by me, but some of it set by Miss Holly as well. And it is a lot to ask of you to keep working and working. So you have a choice, everybody. If you want to do some extra work to do with the ladybird life cycle, you can. And even though I have these teeny weeny pictures that hopefully you will see a bit better if I put them close up to the camera, I have sent these for you to print off if you have a printer. But if you don't have a printer, you could just look at them and maybe copy the design. Like for this one, for example, you could draw around a dinner plate and then make some square shapes, and you can just draw the ladybird pictures in the boxes, remembering the eggs, the larva, the pupa, the cocoon and the pupa. You could do that quite easily if you want to, or you can print them off just like I know Serenity has done, and you can do them that way by cutting it out. But only if you want to. If you think that life is getting very busy at home and you're doing far too much work as it is, then you can just enjoy looking at the videos today and seeing those ladybird larvae change, and just enjoying the science and the wonder of nature that comes through those videos. That is absolutely fine. But if you want to do the ladybird life cycle work, you can. If you want to draw yourself a ladybird, you can, or paint a ladybird, or you could even paint a ladybird on a little stone if you want to. It's absolutely fine. I know some of you might have made your ladybird life cycle out of a paper plate like Miss Cresswell showed you, so you might have done it already in a different way. So just enjoy looking at those videos today and those still close-up photographs of the ladybirds that have come out of their cocoons. I will say one thing just before I go, that obviously there's a lot of things going on at the moment where there's a lot of grown-ups talking about the colour of our skin and how different we are, how we all look very different to one another. And I think that's a really important thing. It's really important for people that we look different to each other. And you'll notice today it's really important in nature as well. You'll notice the difference in the ladybirds that have hatched out of their cocoons. They are all very different, and I was fascinated to see just how different they are. So let's enjoy that, folks. Enjoy the videos, enjoy the photographs, and you can do whatever you like with them. And if you want to show me what you've done, whether it's painting, drawing, cutting and sticking, I'd love to see it. So send it to me when you've done. Okie dokie. Enjoy the videos then, and I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye.
So we are so lucky here, children and grown-ups, that I was just looking inside the Ladybird house and I noticed something strange was happening. And although this funny little thing here looks like it's one creature eating another, this is actually the ladybird coming out of the pupa sac. So you are actually seeing this happen, and it's amazing. And in a minute, if we can just get this, if this ladybird can work out that it needs to flip over, then you will actually get to see, when I've talked to you about them coming out of the pupa sac with no colour, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see a pure yellow ladybird with no colour. How exciting is that? So I think I'm just going to stop the video so that I can turn it over, and then I will video it a bit more for you, okay? There we go. I flipped it over and the ladybird is free. Wow, that is like you seeing a baby just being born. That ladybird is only seconds old. Now we need to make sure that we don't lose it, because it's in my kitchen at the moment on the work surface, and I don't want it disappearing. So we mustn't lose it. But isn't that incredible? There it is. Wowee. Right, I'm going to stop the video now and see if I can get some really close-up photographs for you as well. Now, folks, can you notice that now the ladybird has been out of that pupa sac for a while? It's not quite as yellow as it was about an hour ago. It keeps disappearing. I think if we can get to see it again in a minute, the spots are starting to appear and the colour is changing. Let me see if I can pull that leaf over with my hand. There he is again. Whoopsie. There we go. If I zoom in a little bit closer. I think so. I think there are definitely some spots appearing. So folks, we've bought the ladybird house outside because I don't know if you can see, but there's so many green flies inside it as well. But I think it's time now to let all these little flying creatures go. And it's certainly right that we let the ladybirds go, because it's like what Vida and Grace had to learn with their caterpillars that they had in their house, that when things are what's called bred in captivity, which means they haven't grown up in the wild, the ladybird larvae grew into ladybirds in our ladybird house, didn't it? It didn't do that in my garden, it's done it in this house, and now it's only fair, I think, that we let them go. So just like Vida and Grace had to let their caterpillars go and when they turned into butterflies, I think today we need to let the ladybirds go free. So I've opened up the flap, and a lot of these green fly are going to fly away. But the ladybirds seem to be a little bit scared, and they're still in the bottom. Well, one is in the bottom and the other two are actually still up here, look. So I think we might need to encourage them out. So I'm going to say a little rhyme to them, and then I'm going to see if I can get them out on a stick and let them go. So here's the silly little rhyme. It goes, ladybird, ladybird, fly away home. Your house is on fire and your children are gone. All of your children are gone except one called Anne, and she hid under the frying pan. Silly little rhyme. And the ladybirds are still hiding. So I'm going to get them out now and let them go. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.